Okay. So I had to get on real quick because I have been running around doing a lot. And it, anyway, so as you know, I am, those who are following me, they know, that I'm documenting my journey with just my lifestyle, ups and downs of single motherhood, healing, learning, growing, all things evolving. And so it's been rough. It's been rough, but my God, this journey is overall amazing because when like yin yang is just, it's such an emotional roller coaster. Like by far, like an emotional roller coaster, but the downs and the lows is rough. My God. But when those highs come, my God, my God. I mean, so anyway, I just got off of the phone with a representative from LegalZoom right now. That's who is assisting me right now with my business because there's just a lot of things that I don't know. Family members that I know have never gone into business like this. My mom does have her own business, but it's a nonprofit. And so nonprofits, of course, are structured different than LLCs or proprietors, S corps, C corps, what have you. And so there's I'm not under anyone's wing right now. I'm literally like I'm literally like the birds who just threw their little babies out and then they trying to fly. I'm like, or swim. I'm doggy paddling. Your girl is doggy paddling. I'm doggy paddling trying to stay afloat. And I've been getting discouraged because I am following quite a bit of influencers who tell you about the loopholes and how to structure your businesses. And then of course I'm hearing about all of this stuff after I've already structured my business. And so I feel like, oh my God, I structured it wrong. This is not good. Oh my goodness. I hope everything works itself out. But I had to gather my composure and tell myself, girl, this is your first go round. It is okay. You're going to have many more businesses. Guaranteed. Because I know the type of person that I am. I'm like, this is not it. This is just your first one. So it's okay, sweetie. It's okay. That's why you have to go through a first go round to know the odds and the ends. Most people are only wisdom filled based on the failures that they've gone through because they learned from them, which is knowledge applied. You applied the knowledge that you gained from your failures. And I'm like, girl, it's okay. It is okay. So I'm feeling super stoked. I'm super stoked. Not only, did a few things work out, I believe, in my favor, but I had a really good conversation with, just the representatives that I've been transferred to. And it's something about hearing someone's laughter on the other side of the phone and just I know, right? Oh my goodness. And that just does something for me. And even if it doesn't, because I've had some really nasty phone calls as well, or people who have just been kind of, even my experience at the tax franchise administration office, like the representative there who was helping me, like, it was one of those things where it's like, how some people just, they don't either have a sense of humor or they kind of draw back from light. And that's what I view myself as right now, is being the light. Wherever there is light, darkness must flee. And it's kind of one of those things that I kind of saw, and I could be completely wrong, but just in my observation, this representative was kind of standoffish, like in the beginning, but after holding a conversation with me for so long, you can't help but to feel some type of way, or to laugh, or to think, something. And that's what I try to do. Not to say that I'm this comedian whose job is to make people laugh. It's not necessarily that, but if I do get a laughter out of it, then that's bonus points. But just to make somebody feel good, or to take that really deep breath, that sigh of relief, that's what I want to do. Like, so many times when there's a customer in front of me and I see the representative and they're running around, or they've just gotten back from doing something, or just whatever, I always tell them, like, and I get some of them, like, they got upset at me for doing that, because they're like, I gotta hurry up and finish. I got customers in line. And I'm like, but just take a deep breath. Like, I'm not in a hurry. But you're not going to be effective, even with helping me out or helping the rest of your customers, if you don't gather your thoughts and take a breather in between transactions. And so I'm like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I promise. So, Mama, yes, Beauty Bug. Huh? Okay, Mommy's recording right now. Of course. Mommy's recording right now. Mommy's recording right now. Does that mean anything to you? Okay, what does it mean? Huh? Okay. Go sit. I need to finish. No, go sit. Go out. Exit, please. Go sit down. Go sit down. So right now we're approaching 3, and it has been like a testing. Like, she tests me. I've decided to veer away from giving her pow pows, and because she's not getting them, she is testing the HE double hockeys out of me. Okay, she's testing me. But anyway, I get it. It's okay. I'm in a season of being stretched and tested. So that's one thing about when you are doing the work, you can recognize the challenges, the attacks, the obvious. And so that's why I'm grateful. Anyway, so again, it was a conversation for me. And with the experiences that I've had just being out in public, that is what I gravitate to or feed off of. Like I said, not all the time do I get positive feedback or responses, but that's another reason why you have to be whole within yourself, because you're not going to be affected by those negative responses. So I'm okay with that. Totally fine, because guess what? After I'm done with this transaction, you're the one that's still upset, not me. But the fact that I did my part, I have peace when I walk out that door. What are you going to do with what just happened here? Are you going to make a better decision? Are you going to change your attitude? Are you going to do better? Just do better. Just do better. Anywho, when I went to the bank, the last, I want to say it was Saturday. I went to the bank because I was attempting to open up a business account, and I wasn't able to open it up because I needed one more document that was not processed. I thought this document was processed, but found out that it hadn't gotten processed. So one of the representatives that was aiding me in the bank, she was running around. It was so busy. She was like, it was literally, for me to open up an account, it was a 2-hour wait. She was like, minimal, it's going to be a 2-hour wait. It was so many people in the bank. And of course, because it was right before the 4th of July holiday, and I don't know if it was just certain deadlines that different people needed to get in for their businesses. Have no clue. But again, a lot of people needed to go to the bank, make deposits or make withdrawals before the holidays because the banks were going to be closed an extra day. So I get it. And then most people are still working up until the holiday. And so you have to hurry up and get to the bank after work or when you're able to get to it. And so that's another reason why this whole 9 to 5 is just not realistic. And so anyway, that's a whole nother topic for discussion. But it was a lot of people in there. And so just by me, she was running around. Just by me telling her to breathe, she was so grateful. She was like, thank you so much. You are the first person today that just told me to just breathe. She was like, oh my gosh, you are such a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it was towards the end of the day. And I'm like, people are so selfish. And I've been there too. Actually, I'm trying to be healthy selfish because I put so many others before me. But just to think that people are always not always, that's an overgeneralization. Most people are in the mode of, I got to get this done. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I have to answer to somebody above me. I need to deliver. I. But we're never worried also about the people who are trying to help us. We're not worried about someone else's mental health. We're not worried about somebody else's or whatever it is that somebody else's, whatever your else is. And it just kind of hurt my little spirit. And she was such a cute little girl. Not little girl. Obviously, I was probably older than her. But, she was just, poor thing. She was just running around flustered and just meeting everyone else's demands. But, like, nobody is caring about the fact that she's on her feet all day, not caring about her mental. Like, we don't know what she's got going on in her life. We don't know what her story was before she clocked into work this day. We don't know if she just lost a family member to COVID. We don't know. We just don't know what people are going through. So to be so selfish, to have a I, me attitude while she's running around trying to meet these demands, while at the same time completely neglecting her own, I have a problem with that. So yes, before she came to me, I said, take your time. You don't have to hurry up and rush. Even though I was on like a time limit too, because the banks actually closed early that day as well. And I was just like, well-being is more important than this because that can wait. I feel like what needs to get done is classified as a materialistic thing, and her being okay is priceless, if that makes sense. So anywho, she was just thankful, and that's what I love, those type of interactions. That's what I appreciate. That's why I get up and I do what I do. That's why I actually like getting up and going out. I used to say I don't like dealing with people. I'm introverted, yada, yada, yada. But knowing that it is the light that's residing within me that's going to aid in allowing all of this nonsense, darkness to flee. I'm like, girl, you're going to have to get up and do your job because that's what you were created to do. So anyway, that inspired me. And then this conversation that I just had with this representative also inspired me again. And she was just laughing, and just to hear a laugh in the midst of so much that's going on right now is so refreshing for me. So I appreciated that. So of course, they dropped the ball with not getting my work in on time. I probably actually could have gotten this paperwork in because I had to answer the same questions that I asked for the last representative that I spoke with. And it was like last week. So this could have been done. She literally got this finished, or just emailed me this document. But perspective. Had I not gotten this document today, I would have never had that phone call with her. And this was a very refreshing phone call. Not only did I get a few other things accomplished, and I had to move some things around dealing with my business, everything was orchestrated. Literally everything was orchestrated because this representative that I spoke to broke down a few things in a different context that helped me understand and move some things around financially for me. And so, of course, I was like upset about not being able to start my business, right within, that day or the same time, because I want, I'm into this whole numbers things now. Like, oh my gosh, on the the 1st of July, I finally got my business license and I registered my business this. And so I opened up my account within, these days, and it coincided with this numbers. And we just have to have a balance. And that's what I'm learning literally right now as I'm talking. This was such a great experience because when you start to realize that everything in your life is orchestrated in Romans 8:28, for we know that all things work for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. That is on a very nice piece of what is it, like a frame that my mom got me for Christmas. I want to say maybe almost 10 years ago. Maybe, wait, 7 or 6 years ago. Anyway, and then my cousin, she also, when I was talking to her, she was like, this is the scripture that's coming to me. And I said, it's crazy you just said that, because this is what's in my bathroom right now. Like, I put it, it's like kind of slanted up against my the sink, so when I go in the bathroom and wash my hands, or when I have guests come and they wash their hands, they can see that scripture, Romans 8:28, for we know that all things work for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work, and we just have to trust that everything is orchestrated and the steps are ordered. So again, got the last piece of document that I need to open up my business account tomorrow, and it's just going up from here. Again, I feel good. I feel beautiful. My son was admiring me today. I asked him what does he think is my best feature, and I'm thinking he's gonna say my smile, because I get a lot of compliments on my smile. He was just like, you being you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, you are going to make someone very happy one day. But focus on yourself and continuing to be the person that you are. He's such an awesome kiddo. Like, my God. So anyway, it's only going up from here. Yes, I'm still going through some challenges. It is not peaches and cream. It is not all ups right now, because I'm still battling a lot. Like, one of the biggest things is my daughter and, her relationship with her dad, and, just being put in a position that I don't want to be in. And anyway, that's for another day. So thank you so much for listening to my rant / update of my walk, my journey. As I stated on my page and in my bio, we can evolve together. Let's learn and grow by each other's testimony, and let's evolve together. Till the next time. See you later.